Hey there, FactFrenzy fam! After a short break, it's time to make a comeback with a bang, bringing you a fresh dose of facts and knowledge. In the next 10 minutes, a lot will happen around the world. But first, you're going to watch this video, and if you haven't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button. At the same time, 1 million people will board a plane, 650,000 barrels of oil will be used, 3 million tons of ice will melt in Antarctica, 1,130 children will be born into poverty, 10 million plastic bottles will be thrown away, and hardly any of them recycled. 25,000 tons of garbage will be generated, and one animal species will disappear. To cope with it all, humans will drink 120,000 gallons of wine, eat 45,000 burgers from McDonald's, binge-watch 7 million hours on Netflix, 42 million videos on Snap, and will swipe right 14 million times on Tinder. And in just 10 minutes, the world will generate the equivalent of 1 gigabyte of data for every human on the planet, with over 150,000 new devices being connected to the internet. All of these things happen every 10 minutes. Don't you think it's a bit terrifying? Well, if there are people who think 10 minutes is a long time, let's take a look at what happens every single minute. A minute goes by pretty quickly, and a New York minute seems to go by even quicker. But a whole lot can happen during those 60 seconds. Here are some fascinating things that will happen in the next 60 seconds. 250 babies will be born around the world. It might not seem like a lot for the entire world, but multiply that by how many minutes are in a day. That's about 360,000 babies being born every single day. And of those 250, 113 will be born into poverty, and 15 will have birth defects. The average American household will make about 9.6 cents every minute. But while that might seem small, consider this. The average person in the world will make just 1.3 cents per minute. Now let's put that into perspective. In that same minute, Oprah Winfrey will make around $523. And according to Business Insider, Warren Buffett will rake in about $25,694. According to a study, only 4% of Americans have sex every day. But that doesn't mean the rest of the world won't. In fact, at any given minute, approximately 83,300 people will be having sex around the world. In the next minute, you'll blink about 20 times. Meanwhile, across the globe, 58 weddings will take place. And as we've already discovered, 250 babies will be born. But in that same minute, 108 people will pass away. On a brighter note, 144 others will be finding happiness as they move into their new homes. For many of us, Google is the head of internet. Including you, almost 4 million users are asking Google for information in just 1 minute. In this digital world, it's important to have a website for every business. This is why almost 580 websites are created for every 60 seconds. However, 12 websites are becoming victims of hackers, and 70 websites are getting authorized. Let's look at Facebook, which never shuts down even for a second. For every 60 seconds, almost 2.46 million posts are being shared. 0.7 million stories are being updated. Also, 400 gigabytes of data being uploaded to Facebook servers. Nearly 300,000 users are logged in, and almost 450 new accounts were signed up. Coming to the income, Facebook earns almost $25,000 per minute. That's a massive sum. Facebook has already announced that more than 1 billion users were active on Facebook in a single day, which is 1 in every 7 people on the planet were active. Every 60 seconds, over 28 million likes are given on Facebook. Now here's a quick reminder. It'll take you less than a second to like this video. Doing so really helps me and my channel reach more people, and I truly appreciate it. Thank you. And while we're riding this wave, let's keep going and dive into what happens every minute on the internet. It took very less time for selfie trend to reach everyone right. Nearly 270,000 of photos are uploaded to so-accepted social service Instagram. At the same time, 350 new Twitter or the current X accounts are created every single minute. And the former little blue bird hums nearly 270,000 tweets in 60 seconds. Nothing beats Amazon right when it comes to e-commerce. The warehouse of AZ products sell goods worth 75,000 USD in a just single minute. Despite text messages, WhatsApp stands front in the list with its photo, video, audio, documents, sharing capabilities. Approximately with 400,000 of photos are transferred between users. Nearly 1.4 million of users make video call on Skype in a minute. More than 100 people will give answers to the questions asked over forums like Quora, Answers.com, and Yahoo.com. And about 300 hours are uploaded in YouTube in a single minute. In a single minute, your body produces 120 to 180 million red blood cells. People ask Google 2.4 million questions, and 25 million Coca-Cola products are consumed. Many of those bottles will end up in a landfill, where the World Bank estimates we produce 5 million pounds of garbage. An average of 1.38 micrometers of rain falls around the world, which is 4.7 billion bathtubs of water every minute. And with the storms comes approximately 6,000 bolts of cloud-to-ground lightning hitting the Earth. A 150-pound person expends 1.1 calories of energy per minute while sleeping, while the sun provides us with 83.33 terawatts of energy. The Earth will rotate 1,800 kilometers of its 940 million around the sun, moving 1,034 times faster than a cheetah. During this time, over 22,000 people are searching for adult content online. But this time, you're not one of them. And here's an interesting fact. When I mentioned that the average person blinks 20 times in a minute, a large percentage of you either stopped blinking for a moment or started blinking much faster. Now tell me in the comments, which group are you in? While you've been watching this video, the world's fastest snail has traveled about 4.2 meters. Your heart has pumped over 30 liters of blood. More than 12,000 stars have exploded, and at the same time, over 1.5 million new stars have been born. These statistics might double or triple in just a few months. It's all just numbers and facts, but time keeps flying by. No matter how brief 60 seconds or 10 minutes might seem, so many incredible things are happening during that time. I hope you enjoyed the start of the new season of FactFrenzy. If you did, hit that like button and share with your friends. See you next time.